All right, y'all, we back. It's Militia Uncut. Episode 4 for the week, Thursday, I believe. So how's everybody doing? Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. But goddamn, that was close as fuck.
Yeah.
This episode I'm gonna get into my bag. There's a topic that, I don't know, like, it's a love-hate relationship, and really it's with women. I love women, but I get on my nerves. Like, I just get on my nerves. Like, I just want to know. First, I want to know what your love-hate relationship is with women. Because I know I need a woman in my life, and I appreciate all the women in my life. But sometimes y'all just why be so difficult? What is the reason? Like for real.
Oh.
Nah, I don't got it. Keep it moving, bitch. Like I was saying, some crackhead was asking me for money. I don't know why. See, perfect example. Love-hate relationship with women. Like, what she thought she was gonna ask me for money for, Like,
It's funny because I thought about this like a while back. I made a song, right? There was this one song that I wrote called
Babysitter?
No. That's a different topic. We'll get into that later.
Alright, my bad. I jumped the gun.
I forgot that you was gonna do that. Nice.
I don't.
See, you can't cut off a topic with another topic. You gotta let it flow.
Bro, I'm really I'm bad at this. I don't this.
Oh
It's
man.
uncut. What you want?
Are you right?
Sure.
But I had made a song back in college called WCS, and the song stands for Woulda Coulda Shoulda Been, right?
Okay.
Basically, I was talking about different situations. I extended it, like, in the song, like in the third verse, I kind of go beyond like women specifically, but in the first two verses, it's more like I'm talking about if only this would have happened, or if or we could have been together, but this, like, or we should have been together, but that, like, it's kind of that kind of thing. And I feel like in my life, that's kind of been the love-hate thing, because I love the concept of being in love and having a good relationship, and seeing people just be happy together. I've always been like a supporter of that, and I've always wanted that for myself. And I think in a lot of instances, there's a lot of times where, like, me and this girl really could have been like a good look, like, we could have had it together, but certain things happen. So I think for me, a lot of times it was just I wasn't what they were looking for, or they assumed things, or I didn't make the right move, or whatever. And I just feel like there's a lot of times where it's like we almost there, like we almost could have had it, and then it just like some small little shit, it just.
But who do you blame?
Blow it all up.
Who do you blame that on?
It's a case-by-case basis, but I think it just really comes down to, and I've said this before
Women?
on the show,
No,
but I think it just comes down to, like,
Women?
communication. I honestly, I think women have a tendency to make communication harder in relationships. And a lot of times it'll be like, oh, my man never wants to, like, talk about this, or my man doesn't want to express this. But there's a lot of times where I've been in situations where you just wanted me to know what you were thinking. Like, you just wanted me to know exactly how you felt, because I'm supposed to just know shit, and, like, I'm supposed to just read your body language and certain things. And sometimes that's true, but it's like sometimes just say exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Say exactly what you need. Like, just say it.
Let me know.
And it doesn't make me a bad boyfriend because I didn't just know it off the top of my head. Like, sometimes just say the shit, or even if we not together, it's just like, if I'm with you, or if I'm trying to, like, if I'm on a date, like for first date or whatever, and things is just kind of like, not sure, just help a brother out. I don't know. But at the same time, men do a lot of stupid shit too. So I don't know, but
nah, you know the thing is like, how can I say this? Men should, and I'm gonna say this, right? Men should take the majority of the blame when it comes to, you know, problems with women, their relationships, stuff like that. If it comes down to that, I'll say men should take the majority of the blame. Now, I'm not saying all the blame, though, because, perfect example, right? I'm talking to my little homie yesterday, you know, and you know, she was talking about wasting a guy's time. And I'm trying to warn her, I'm like, look, don't do that, because one, you don't know what the circumstance might end up down the line.
yeah.
You know, you might end up really liking this guy, and now he like, nah, you was wasting my whole time beforehand, you know, this and that, and now he like, yeah, all right, cool. He end up wasting your time or doing something worse, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't did it before.
Yeah.
Like, you remember the joint that before, like way before, that Kay, your ex's friend,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like I dead wasted her time completely. But why? Because she curved a nigga. But there was a lot of funny
Yeah.
there was a lot of funny stuff with that back in the day, you feel me? Like,
That's a whole episode in itself.
yo, that shit was really funny. They really hopped in the cab though. That's how you know niggas was really not lit. We was really not lit, bro. Like, but you know, like, just stuff like that, like, you know, because tables turn. You never know who down the line you might like, or, you know, you might find interesting. Not everybody shows you their true colors off the bat, you know. So
and it's really hard, because it's like it becomes this thing where everybody's always trying to have the upper hand, because no one wants to get hurt, you know, no one wants to get disappointed. And then it's like, to be in a relationship, a good working relationship, it requires a lot of trust. But we live in an era where it's hard to just trust somebody nowadays, because everybody has these ulterior motives. People have agendas, you know what I mean? And it's like,
this is true.
How
you know what it
can
has
you
to
tell if a
no,
person's
no, no.
really genuine or not?
You know what it
hard.
comes down to? Like I was trying to tell my little homie yesterday, like it comes down to honesty at the end of the day. Like, you know, be honest with that person. Don't waste that person's time. Be genuine. Like, if I'm honest with you, I'm like, look, if I'm a guy and I'm like, look, I think you cute. I don't want, you know, I don't want a relationship right now. I just want to fuck, whatever. You know, nowadays you might find a joint that just want to fuck, especially nowadays. But don't waste that person's time and being like, nah, you know, I think the world of you and this and that, and in the back of your mind, you just want to fuck. Just be honest, and that goes for both sexes. That goes for both sides, I think. You know, my personal opinion. You know, like, I think that's where it comes down when it comes to trust. Because if you being honest with me, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no need for the little.
And I'll respect you more.
Yeah.
Cause like, I used to like this one girl, and she knew I liked her, but she knew she didn't like me, but she let it drag. I guess she would tell me to do certain things that would, in my head, give me like hope that like, oh, maybe now if I start doing this, she might see me in a different light. But it was like, that was never gonna be the case, because she knew in her head
it wasn't gonna happen.
I don't want to be with him. But it's like, you didn't just tell me straight up that like, that's not how I feel.
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
And then when I met a girl that finally did do that, it was like, that's it.
Yeah, you know
just
what
say
it
that.
is. Yeah.
And it's like, it moved on. And then me and her actually became friends after she said that. It was like, all right, now that I know you're not feeling me like that, you still a cool person though. Let's chill. Just don't lead me on.
You better than me. I don't fucking know. Like, nah, it's not happening. Shorty, sorry, but you know,
depends
I
on the girl.
it.
But yeah,
I'm fine. But like, just be honest. Don't try to. Like, I get it. Nobody wants to be hurt. nobody wants to, lay all their cards out, and you always want to have something in the cut. I get that, but wouldn't it be a benefit for you if you just, you was upfront with somebody, you knew what, at least you gave it your all,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gave that 100%.
And I think a lot of the times what people misunderstand or what people don't grasp is that when you think you wasting somebody's time, you're honestly just wasting your own time.
Yeah.
Because that's energy you could be putting into something.
That's a big fact.
Something else.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I know I try to put you on, but Dante Nero, Beige Phillip, like, one of the big things that he talks about now is authenticity. Like, you gotta be authentic at the end of the day.
Right.
Don't be somebody that you not, because eventually, no matter what it is, it's gonna come out.
Right.
It's gonna come out one way or another. Because the masquerade, the facade, whatever it is, it can't last forever.
But see, and that's why I'm thankful for the relationship that I have now. Because I remember one of my friends, wow, that looked super dangerous. But just sitting there.
Looked different.
Yeah. Because it looked like he's just going to fall off like at any moment. But whatever. Because I remember I talked to one of my friends when she was in a relationship. And I asked her, I was just like, how y'all been together so long? Like, what makes this one work other than all the other ones? And she was just like, because there's no fakeness. Like, I can be 100% myself with him, and he knows he can do the same with me. Like, all the things that like are that anyone else would be like, that's nerdy or that's childish or whatever, like, he doesn't judge me. He just lets me be me, and I let him do the same. Because I had a boyfriend before, and every time I would do certain thing, he'd make this sly comment and like judge me low key, and I didn't like that. But with my boyfriend now, it's like there's none of that. Yeah. And it's just like now with my like girlfriend now, it's like I don't feel like I can't be myself. Like, even if she doesn't understand everything that I like or dislike or whatever, like
it's still that level of respect.
Yeah, and then what's crazy is that like even though I can be 100% myself, it's like I'm not comfortable with it. Like if I can grow or if I can change, she'll let me do that too, or she'll try to introduce me to certain things, and I'll be like, I might make a face here and there, but it's like I'm willing to try, like and I don't feel like she's trying to change me. It's more just like, I want something good for you, and it's just like you understand that, but it's because she already has accepted everything else about me. I trust it when she wants me to try something new, and I didn't feel like that in other relationships in the past. It was like, you want me to change because you don't like what I already am. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now, hold on. I got to say this, right? Because some people, I'm not going to say who, if they see this or they don't. Some people think that they are like, they might try to change you. Or they could be trying to add something to your life.
Right.
There's a difference, like, and I think sometimes it gets misconstrued.
Misconstrued? Yeah.
There's some blurred lines there.
Yeah,
Let's say it like that, because I can't say the word correctly. But there's some blurred lines when it comes to that, Like, it's hard to tell if somebody's trying to add to your life or if somebody's trying to change your life sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think some things everybody should take from another person. Like, if they're trying to be like, learn how to cook. Just saying that randomly. If they trying to say, you should learn how to cook, like, maybe you should learn how to cook.
Right.
Like, it's a nice attribute to have. It's a nice skill to have. It just adds to your skill set at the end of the day. Why are pros? Because they know different ways to be successful at the end of the day. You understand? So not everybody wants to be a pro in something, but if you want to at least be good in a relationship or whatever it is, sometimes you have to go and, like you said, trust that person's intuition and be like, hey, all right, they said I should try this, I'm gonna try that. Don't think, not everybody should think that person is trying to change you. You should just maybe trust that person and be like, all right, you know what? Maybe I should try to cook. Maybe. Maybe I should try to, go running with them. Maybe I should try to watch less TV. Whatever it is, read more books. Whatever the case is,
right?
Don't think that person's trying to change.
And make it a team effort. Make it something that y'all can both do, so that it doesn't seem like it's like,
just
why am I making all these changes and you ain't doing shit? Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of relationships, it's like that, where it's like, you just making me do a whole bunch of shit. I don't see you changing nothing. And I've never asked you to change anything. I like you exactly as you are. You know what I mean? So it makes you feel insecure. It makes you uncomfortable in your own relationship. And that's one thing that I've learned. It's like, don't allow yourself to be uncomfortable in your own relationship. If you think you're uncomfortable, either say something and see if y'all can work it out, or just get out of that relationship.
That's a big fact.
Because why do that to yourself?
It's a big fact.
Why do that to yourself?
Not only uncomfortable, if you're unhappy.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the biggest one. Like, you could be uncomfortable for a little bit, but if that person's not bringing no satisfaction into your life, that person's not making you happy sometimes, nothing. You have to have that peace of mind. Like that all right, this person there is some good qualities to this person. You understand? Like,
and you got to use caution. Like, you have to listen to your better judgment. Because certain situations, it is like, all right, it's not as bad as it looks. We can work through it. But you got to know your partner, and you got to know who you with to be like, yeah, we can actually do this. But don't force yourself to feel something that you don't feel. Because then you're going to end up resenting that person even more, and it's just going to turn into a whole lot of drama. And it's just like, nah, sometimes you got to just trust that instinct. Like, this is wrong and it's not going to get fixed. We just don't fit. And and a lot of times it doesn't make that person a bad person. Y'all just don't work together,
Yeah.
And you have to just accept that. It's one of those woulda, coulda, shoulda. Is like, you can think to yourself like, if only this or if only that, we'd be together. But the fact of the matter is, it's not that, and you have to accept that. Sometimes it's just not that situation. And if it was, cool, but it's not. So move on. You gotta let go.
Nah, some people don't
You know
want
what
to
I
let
mean?
go though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But since we done talking about the love and hate relationship we have with females, which we kind of did, but we kind of didn't. We
kind of
talked about some other things. I mean, it is what it is. One other thing that kind of relates to this that I actually have as a topic is, before you used to blame. Your man's just wilding. You used to blame. I think in one of the episodes in the past, you blamed guys for a lot of things that happens in relationships. Do you still feel like that?
Nah.
Like, you was like, guys, we need to step it up and like.
Well, I do feel that we need to step it up, but I also feel that it's kind of switched. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things that
the
girls
dick
are
value
doing
going up, right?
Yeah,
I told you, my nigga.
I feel like there's a lot of things that like men were doing, but girls are doing it now, and it's gonna be like, and it's like this cycle that switches around every now and then. But
this nigga hit my car is gonna be a problem. I know that much.
Yeah,
just keep it moving. There you go, big.
But it's really more just like.
That's crazy. This nigga got this nigga died. But like I was saying,
but it's really more of just like, stop entertaining like shit. Like, if you don't want to really be in no relationship, just don't. Like, and if you don't feel this person, just tell them. Like, it's just, I don't know. And stop making a person believe you want to be with them when you don't. Like,
you talking about this for only guys though?
No,
that's what I said with girls.
No, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's not just
you
us.
feel like this is reversing now.
Yeah.
So what made you say that before though?
Because I kept seeing in the women in my life, whether it was on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, just people that I've known, I've seen them be hurt by like guys, and I've seen, and they've talked to me about like, I was with this guy and we were good and everything seemed all right, and then he started just doing shit that I didn't agree with, or he just flat out lied, or
let me ask you,
he cheated or whatever. And there's always like two sides of the story.
Yeah, I was just about to say, do you think that it's always just that cut and dry, or do you think there's more? Because my thing is like, I'm not advocating for every guy, and I'm not like, you know, nah, guys don't do this. Everybody does. Humans are humans.
Right.
Both sides do fucked up shit to each other. Right? But I feel like it's not always just, he cheated. There's a reason why he cheated. If you want to admit it or not, sis, you got to be honest with yourself. There's a reason why, you know, this person changed up on you, because you possibly either changed or you stayed the same. You understand? And that person was trying to grow, or whatever the case may be. There's more to the story.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like,
But see, I think that's why I said what I said, where as far as like men need to step up, because it's like, if that's true, like, yeah, my girl could be acting up, my girl could be wilding, my girl could be changing, my girl could be arguing with me, like it could just be something where I'm just not as happy as I used to be. But if I cheat, that's where it's like, that's on me. That's your action. She could be fucked up, but she didn't have sex with nobody else. You did. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it's like I cheated for a reason, but whatever that reason is, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't justify it, because I didn't have to handle it that way. I could just break up with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if you want out, just get out. Don't do no extra shit. Like, if you want to be with somebody else, be with somebody else, but end the shit that you in now before you do that. You know what I mean? And that's something that I've learned from my own past experiences. So it's like, it's just like, yeah, we can say that there are things that lead up to it, but at the end of the day, we all have a choice. And that's why I'm saying, like, step up, because it's like, even if it ends, you can have that peace of mind to say that I didn't do the fucked up shit. I left because you were wilding. Because she's like, because, you know, at the end of the day, she could be like, yeah, I was a bitch, but like, I didn't cheat on you though. I was just a bitch. And it's like,
I feel like that's still like, yo, I don't know. The whole her just being a bitch just to be a bitch, and that's all right. That's not all right.
It's not all right, but that's what I'm saying.
I understand cheating is not all right either.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, the two wrongs don't cancel each other out. Like,
right? Let's say you in a position like one of our friends that is dealing with a girl that has problems, and is really messed up, but you like, yo, look, I still want to live my life, but like, what does that justify it? Kind of. I'm asking. I'm not saying that it does. I'm asking.
I don't think it does, because it's like, it's a hard situation, but I feel like you've in the case of our friend, you've been with that person long enough to know that that's what it is, and you've been with that.
But it wasn't like that the whole time.
Not the whole time.
Yeah.
But it's like, you've been with that person, because you got to remember, they've done this thing of like this, acting like they want out, but they
not really.
Yeah, and it's like, it's this thing where you keep saying you don't know, but it's like, that's the issue.
No, but I'm saying, all right, if that person was to go ahead and be like, yo, I just want to crack something real quick, you know, like my joint is somewhere and then I'm here, and like,
yeah, it's not just,
and not only is she over there, but also I'm not happy in this relationship, and that person doesn't bring me joy like that, and I'm being practically how can I say this, mentally kidnapped. You feel me? Or this is Stockholm syndrome almost.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because that's almost what it is. You making me stay somewhere
Yeah.
in this relationship that I don't necessarily want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, because you threatening and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I think, me personally, I'm not saying that's the green light, but I could understand if that person was to go ahead and cheat.
Well, yeah, I mean,
You feel me? Like,
if you were so like mentally exhausted from like everything, that your response is your response, it's like, yeah, like I'm not gonna judge. Like I'm gonna be like, all right, you know what? You felt how you felt in that situation. You did what you felt you needed to do. But the only thing that I can say to anybody now, again, coming from experience, and you always tell me, like,
what's up?
don't live with regrets.
Yes.
I have one. So, you know what I mean? You know, so it's like, if you're going to do something that you know you can live with. And if you can't back it up, and if you can't, you know, deal with the consequences of what happens, don't do it. You gotta be man enough or woman enough, to whoever it is, to deal with whatever comes your way. Whatever action you choose, whatever comes with it after, you gotta be prepared to be like, that's exactly what it is. And if you're not prepared to do it, then don't do it. That's how I feel at this point. Do what you want to do. As long as you can live with it, and as long as you don't, you know, whatever, fine. But if you know that this is going to hurt somebody else, and more importantly, if you know it's going to hurt you and stick with you, don't do it.
Goddamn. Yes.
I'm aware.
Yes. You got a quick topic real quick?
Just to round it out?
Yeah. If not, I think I got something real quick, because it's only two of us.
If there was a fictional place that you could go to if it was real, where would you go?
Fictional place?
Yeah.
And it was real, where would I go to?
Yeah.
That's a new one. A fictional place. But if it was real... I don't know why, for some reason, Neverland is coming into my mind. I don't know why. Like... I don't know. I guess, yeah, I guess that. Because Neverland, there's gold and all types of shit there, right?
Yeah.
So,
like islands and stuff like that.
Neverland,
mermaids and
I guess.
all that other stuff.
I don't know why. That's the only place that I can think of. What about you? Don't steal my idea.
Why would I say Neverland too?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Because of Neverland Ranch.
No, I never. But see, and that's the funny thing. Quick side note: I've never wanted to go to Neverland. Even when I was a kid, as much as I love Michael Jackson, I never wanted to go to Neverland. Whether that had happened or not, I never wanted to go to Neverland because I didn't. Because one.
By the way, I'm speaking about the Peter Pan Neverland.
Yeah, exactly. The fictional place. Nobody was ever trying to go to Neverland Ranch. Yeah, like fuck that. Because you know what it was? It's because I've been to places better than that. Like, yeah, you had a train, you had animals. I'm not even a zoo person. And then, like, you had that one big ass Ferris wheel or whatever it was there. But like, bro, you got Six Flags, you got Dorothy Park, you got Busch Gardens, like all these other places that I could go that. It was like Neverland seemed whack to me. Like I'm gonna be real. I never wanted to go to Neverland.
Yeah, I feel you.
So that's how I felt. Like Neverland.
Kay was like, "It's alright."
Yeah, OD.
It's alright.
OD. I was like, I don't see what the big deal is. I don't know why y'all want to keep going to this motherfucker. Like it's not that awesome. I never thought Neverland was cool. You got Disney World. You gonna pick Neverland Ranch over Disney World? Get the fuck out of here. Good point. That's how I feel. No, but for me, if it was a real place, I'd want to go to Wakanda.
Okay.
Just because the way they portrayed it in the movie sold me on it. I was like, yeah, Wakanda seems pretty freaking awesome. Or, I would, like, if we could go into space, I would go to, like, the Star Wars universe, because there's mad different planets that have like different types of things, so that'd be kind of cool just to see what that's like. But other than that, that's probably it. I can't think of anything else right now. Maybe possibly Narnia, but I don't know.
The fuck? Narnia?
I don't know.
What's you gonna say next? Terabithia?
Nah, that girl died.
Cracked her fucking head open.
Terabithia, no.
Nobody tell your dumbass to go out there.
That was so
rain,
wild, though.
like,
I was like, oh my God.
slipped
Like,
and
when I was a
bumped
kid,
her fucking head.
I was like, damn.
Slipped and cracked her fucking shit open.
Because,
Like,
that was a shame.
don't know what you was thinking, shorty.
That was a shame.
Yeah,
Where would you like to go?
facts.
You know what I mean?
Don't say Terabithia.
Yeah.
And if you do, just make sure you know it's not raining. But nah, Narnia got a whole war. You really want to go there?
I would pick like the peaceful Narnia, like after
Ain't no
the
peace. Oh, after the war?
Yeah. Because there was one book where everything was kind of
Yeah,
chill for a little while. So I don't know. The talking animals and the whatever. I don't know. It would have been cool.
Oh, I feel you. All right then. All right.
It just seems interesting for a day. I don't know. For like a day, I don't want to like live there. Like, Narnia's too wild. But and honestly, Narnia is not that spectacular. I wouldn't want to live in Narnia, but just to visit for a day, that'd be cool.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I guess this is the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Got another one down. You know, enjoy your Friday. I think no.
I don't even
Enjoy your Thursday.
Probably. I don't even know what video this is. But you'll know. Enjoy your day. Whichever day this is, enjoy it.
Facts.
Be blessed. Stay up.